All right, y'all, this could be a quick down and dirty kettlebell clean tutorial. Let's get into it. So before we start the actual kettlebell clean itself, we want to talk about the rack position. When you're in this position, you want to make sure you have a strong wrist, elbow on top of your hip, straight line from here. To do that, you want the kettlebell to make a diagonal line across your palm. So go from the groove of your thumb down to the bottom of your palm, just like so. And you should have a nice straight line across here. So next, I like to start from the top portion when teaching the kettlebell clean. Reason being, you learn the rotation of the wrist rather than the flipping of the kettlebell. The flipping is what results in that slamming on the wrist. So let's start in this rack position that we just learned. Let's rotate the kettlebell around our wrist like so, as we're going right down to the floor. You want to follow the midline of your body as you're taking that kettlebell down to the floor, and vice versa when you're bringing it up to the rack position. Let's go back to the rack position again. Okay, straight wrist, elbow above hip, nice straight line. Rotate the kettlebell around your wrist, down to the floor. Now, practice that a few times from the rack position down. Once you do that, let's move on to this next part. The next part is doing the same, but from the ground up. Let's go real slow here. Into that rack position. If you don't have a light kettlebell, you can use your other hand to guide it into this position. I'll show you how. So let's have it start from the bottom, come down, have your other hand ready to start supporting it, rotate, 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 up into the rack position. Let's come down nice and slow. Okay, let's do that again. Coming up, rotate, 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 boom. Rack position, let's come down, boom. Now let's pick up the speed a little bit. So remember, rotate your wrist as if you are zipping up your jacket. All right, y'all, practice each one of those steps. Once you got them down, you got yourself a nice kettlebell clean. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll make sure to get to them. All right, happy kettlebelling.